Chuck live quick state 2025 state semifinals preview. Mike Sautter and Cody Manquist from NE Wrestle here to kind of look at the biggest matchups of the semis tonight. We have shot sheets, fresh shot sheets.
Yeah.
So let's just start at the beginning. We'll go just through weight classes. Or do whatever you want.
Or just the ones that jump out, because
Jump out, because this would take too long.
So to me and you have seen all of these matches this year, but Abdi Unlay and Creighton Lassen.
Yeah, that would be good.
Them two have gone back and forth. They're split. Abdi leads over the last 2 years 2-1. But at Fremont earlier this year, that was a late takedown from Abdi to win that match. So that'll be another high scoring.
Wrestle at Millard South too, right? Or Millard West.
Yeah, that's Lassen, yep. So
No, I'm saying they were
they wrestled
against each other.
Yeah. Yep, and then no, Lassen did not wrestle at Millard West.
Oh, that's right.
So
I was there.
Yep. So this will be their second match this year. The other one, Ian Hardy, Isaac Ekdahl. Yep. Ian Hardy got the big upset yesterday over Kieran Akerson.
Yeah.
So he's riding a lot of momentum. They're club teammates too, so they're going to be familiar with each other. Kind of moving down the list. I'll mention 150 only because Peterson and Meyer are they're opposite sides and they're on track. Two defending state champs, hoping to get back there and go against each other in
like
the
the 7,000th time they wrestle each other if they do.
Yeah. Still moving on down. The Zwingman Oliver have split, or not split, but they've been close this year. So that'll be a good one that jumps out. Grand Island and Columbus. I think we can kind of wrap up the Class A team race.
Yeah, it's after tonight.
Yeah,
sure.
Prep's out by 21. They have 8 guys in semifinals. Yeah. They still have 12 guys alive total.
Right.
So that'll be interesting. And then we'll make note, Tyson Terry and Preston Wagner. I know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a semi.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Been a lot of hubbub.
A lot of hubbub about that matchup, yeah.
So,
okay, move on to B.
Class B, 2 freshmen, John White and Noah Boyer.
Right.
Noah Boyer took out number 1 Anthony Shiflett yesterday. So
Boyard's 40-5, freshman, yeah.
So that'll be a really, really good matchup. And then Oscar Brown, Coy Childers should be familiar with each other out west.
Obviously they've wrestled each other.
Yeah, so definitely have an eye on that. Then we got, let's see, Grieve and Scobie have been a 1-point match all 3 times. And
at 38 and B, yeah.
And that last time, Grieve had Scobie on the ropes. They were about to get a stall call, and time just ran out. He was taking a lot of shots there at the end and could have almost forced one. That was at EMC duels or EMC tournament, so that should be a pretty good one. 144, the freshman, fantastic phenom, Alan Diaz of Lexington, and Isaac Christo. That was 4-2 at districts last week. So
that'll be good.
Yeah.
Christo had a nice match yesterday.
Yeah. Grady Meyer, Nico Rotella should be pretty entertaining, and 2 guys that like to get after it. Your boy Noah Brodowski.
Yeah.
I know you've seen him a lot on the football field this year.
Yeah.
He'll have a tough one with Cesar Cano.
Yeah.
Those 2, they're going to get after it. That's going to be a physical one. Someone's probably going to go flying.
Yeah.
So, then, all 4 matches at 75 should be pretty close with Johnson and Smart, and then Cortijo and Brooks Loosevelt. Bauman and McCartney at 190. That's a matchup of number 1 versus number 2.
Yeah.
And that's in a semi, so could be interesting there. We'll see if Wesley Vick wrestles. He got hurt last night.
Knee thing, right?
So we'll see if he goes. Otherwise, you have freshman Bolchis from Sydney versus Malachi Davis at 215 semis, opposite of Cade. Davis went on a run at districts last week and has been hot ever since. He fell to Ziola in the finals, but took out 2 ranked guys on the way there. Head over to Class C. See.
Brock Goebel.
Yeah, Goebel and
at 106. That'll be good.
Yeah, that'll be a real good match. And
I'm sure they've seen each other.
Yeah, Johnson County and Syracuse, so that'll be really tough. You always want to watch Zion wrestle.
Yeah.
Anytime you can watch Zion do it, that kid's impressive.
And Stussy at 126 too.
Yeah, so
for Battle Creek.
Yeah, he is an impressive human.
He almost ripped a guy's face off yesterday.
I think you got the video of that one.
I did.
Yeah. Dakota Gibson, Mason Nitz. Dakota Gibson, the returning state champion. Mason Nitz is undefeated this year and hasn't really had a close match yet. So that'll be something to keep an eye on. Let's see.
57, Bailey and Chavez have probably seen each other, maybe.
Being familiar out. Well, and you got Gilkerson and Kansteiner from
South yeah.
So that could be a pretty interesting one. I do want to go back to 50. Brendan Bowling and Iverson Mejia. Both were finalists a year ago. So both trying to get back to the finals, but they'll have to face off in that semifinal tonight. Meineke and Halsey can be up in the air. Halsey, I've watched out at Manstead down 11-1, just catch a guy and pin him. So he's never out of a match. And then we got to talk about Class C heavyweight. Because last night, all 4 district champs got beat, including the 2 defending state champions. So that will be super impressive. We have Owen Kusher of Crofton Bloomfield and Jared Doxey of Winnebago on the top
They
side.
might have seen each other this year, too.
Yeah, and then you got Zach Tarrin of Chase County and Mason Plainer of Battle Creek, and those two couldn't be about more opposite of each other.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Real
Class
quick to D.
Yeah. Excuse me. Brody Jensen and Guy Wortman should be pretty entertaining. I know Brody's pretty much hammered everyone he's facing Class D this year. Nikolai and Bo Johnson at 20, they've seen each other at state duels, so that'll be see what they change up there.
And back up, you brought this up to me just privately the other day, but Ardrick Stewart from Plainview, a freshman at 106, is stud.
No one's been close.
Right, that's what I mean. He's kind of one to keep an eye on.
Yeah, he'll be a contender for the 4-time state champ.
Right.
He's
That's what I mean.
Unreal. Moving down, we got Drake Troxel, another big freshman at 144. He'll have Slaymaker from Westholt, and that Slaymaker family, I know they got a lot of wrestlers, so they'll be super tough. Jurosic, you should be pretty familiar with that one from state football. And then he's got a good matchup with Keegan Poppy of Wisner Pilger. I do not believe they've touched this year, but
I don't think.
I'm not positive on that. Maddox Jones, another big football guy. He's ran through Class C for the most part this year, 46-1. He's been ranked number 1 the whole year. And then you run into the Verbka up at the upper weights of Class D.
Yeah.
The big thing for Class D is there's 8 teams within about 7 points.
Team points tonight could go a lot. That could go a long way.
Yeah, that's going to be huge for the Class D team race. We think A and B is pretty much wrapped up with Scott and Creighton Pratt. Battle Creek was ahead by a decent margin when I last looked, but
they got it.
It's not completely there yet, but it's close. So be a lot of good matchups, and definitely get down here. They're only down to standing room only tickets
For tonight.
So I do know there's going to be some of the Husker football players coming down to watch their future teammates. So.
That one guy, I forgot.
Yeah, he's bringing a couple teammates with him. So be a good time. Get out, watch some really good wrestling. It's cold outside. Come inside where it's warm. And
It's not that cold today.
Alrighty.
All right. That'll do it for Mike Chuck, the 2025 state wrestling semifinal preview.